Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another pick a card reading for you, and this one is about how close are you to achieving your 10 of cups or your emotional fulfillment. All right, and the 10 of cups can look different to different people. For some of you it is being in a committed relationship, maybe in a marriage, having kids, and having your happily ever after. For some of you, emotional fulfillment may be something totally different, maybe having a great job and doing the things that you love. For some of you it could be to have a breakthrough as far as your creativity is concerned, putting your work out there, getting recognized for it. For some of you it could be traveling, just going on a world tour, living off the land. So for each of you it's going to be different, and we are going to, and all of us, either subconsciously or consciously, we're working towards that dream of ours, that wish fulfillment of ours, that emotional fulfillment of ours. So how close are you to your emotional fulfillment is the topic of this pick a card reading. So how are we going to go about it? I have written a few questions here, and first and foremost, I have already pre-shuffled the oracle as well as the tarot cards. Lately I've been doing this to save up on time because I am a little hard pressed these days. All right, so I am grateful to you in advance for understanding and still staying with me here. So now let's get to the questions. So the 6 tarot cards will answer each question. Of course, the 6th one is the advice card. But the first question is, what does your emotional fulfillment look like? The first card itself will tell you whether that is your pile or not. So don't force fit anything. It's a general reading and a timeless one. You're meant to see it as and when you stumble upon it. But having said that, since it's not a private reading, everything will not resonate with you. All right, so just take what resonates. And if the first card is way off, it's nowhere near your emotional fulfillment, choose another pile if you're called to, or leave the reading for some other time maybe. All right, but don't force fit anything. So the first card, as I said, was, what does your emotional fulfillment look like? Then the second question is, how close are you to achieving that goal of yours? The third is, what is it that you're doing right which is taking you closer to your emotional fulfillment? And the fourth question is, what is it that you're doing that is actually hindering or delaying your emotional fulfillment? The fifth card is going to be, what more do you need to know about your situation? And last but not least, we're going to take out some advice. All right. Yes, is there anything I'm leaving out here? No, that I will tell you as I'm carry on with your reading. All right. So now that you've got the basic plan out of the way, you're aware of what you're going to see here. Let me introduce you to the piles. As you can see, there are 3. I have got 10 of cups from different decks as your card for you to choose from, apart from the crystal, of course. So pile number 1 is the 10 of cups from the AMETHYST tarot, and you have the amethyst crystal. You can take a good look at it. I love this deck. It's a new deck relatively. I've just used it once or twice before. Pile number 2 is the rose quartz heart, or the ethereal visions tarot, the 10 of cups from here. And pile number 3 is the 10 of water from the good tarot, and this is the green aventurine crystal. All right. For those of you who are intuitive, the timestamps are in the description box. Please head towards it, and I'll see you at your pile. And for those of you who do benefit from this quick meditation, just to center yourself to be able to choose a pile, let's begin. Sit with your spine erect, your palms open and facing upward. When you're ready, close your eyes and gently take in a deep breath. Hold. Center yourself. Focus between your eyebrows, and in doing so, connect with your intuition, knowing that it will never lead you astray. Gently breathe out. Slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes, and whichever card you're drawn to, that is your pile, alright? And I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1, those of you chosen the amethyst point or this beautiful 10 of cups here, this is your reading. So I feel for a lot of you, maybe you just want to have some light-hearted fun. Your 10 of cups is not being too serious about life, going out, having a lot of friends, maybe family, and just, having a whale of a time where there's no arguments, no fights, you're just having fun, maybe going out on picnics. Since the depiction here is of jellyfish, maybe some of you like snorkeling or you would like to do that. But you just want to have a wonderful, wonderful time with your friends, some light-hearted energy. This is the energy I pick up from this. Maybe for a lot of you, you're spiritual with this amethyst and you've spent a major portion of your life being focused on, materialistic things. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to live a life. But you've been very focused on living your life a certain way, wanting certain things for you, achieving certain goals, and now you just want to have light-hearted fun. And it doesn't mean that you've lived a very long life and you're in your 60s or 70s or 80s, but it just means that no matter what your age is, you have focused a big part of your life in achieving certain goals, and now you just want to take a break and just live life and enjoy life for what it is, the finer things in life, just being your carefree self and just having a lot of experiences. So this may be the energy that you are in, but let us still wait for the first card before we decide whether this is our pile or not. Yes, so these are your advice cards. I will lay them down, but at the end, let's first check out these cards. First and foremost, what does your wish fulfillment look like? How close are you to achieving that? What is it? Oh, we got 2 cards here for that. What is it that you're doing which is taking you closer to your achievement? What is it that you're doing that is taking you away from your achievement or hindering your progress? And what more do you need to know? And last but not the least, we will take out your advice card from Spirit, which we'll keep here. And then there's more advice here. You get the Dreamer. You get Full Moon in Libra, find a balance. And you get acceptance. I am learning to accept things I cannot change. Okay. Now there is a message for you as and pile 2. When I was shuffling your cards, you also got this particular card out. All right, so I'm going to put this here for you as well, and it says the Resolute. I'm going to read all this out to you so that you understand it better. Let me put it here. All right, so let us begin. What does your emotional fulfillment look like? Pile number 1, and you get the Devil. All right, no, don't click off yet. All right, there are certain things that you really want to do. For example, like I was saying, you want to go and have a good time. You want to have a whole lot of friends. You don't want to be serious anymore. And for a lot of you, you've been working on your maybe your inner child. You may have done a lot of shadow work, and you're ready to accept all parts of yourself. With this acceptance card here, I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. You're also realizing that there are certain portions of you which want certain things. All right, there is a need for you to want to explore and experience everything. Maybe when someone tells you that, maybe your parents or people who love you say this is not good for you, don't try alcohol, say for example, but you want to experience it for yourself and then decide whether you want it or not. So and for a lot of you, just being the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy, it could also be as far as your physical relationship is concerned, physical intimacy is concerned. You want to try it all before you decide what it is that you want. And with this 10 of Cups card here, which I said, you just want to experience it all. You don't want to, maybe you've been serious for a very long time trying to make your life the way you want to, and now you've reached this place. Maybe for a lot of you are on your spiritual path, and you feel that step number one is to experience everything without any sort of fear, without fear of judgment. Do everything so that now you know that you're ready to choose between one type of life or the other. How to come to balance, whether you want to be more materialistic, more spiritual. How do you find the balance? These are your questions in your mind, and right now you just want to get out of this mold that you feel you're stuck in, and your emotional fulfillment is to get past your fear. Get past those limitations which tell you you cannot do this, or you cannot do that, or you should not do that. You have learned to accept yourself, your light and shade, and you want to experience it all. So if this sounds like you, let's move ahead and see how close are you to this reaching your emotional fulfillment. And you get the Six of Wands and the Judgment. Very close, very close. Okay, so I feel that whatever it is that you're looking for could happen anytime between Leo season and Scorpio season. If it's a particular thing that you're trying to experience, maybe you want to travel on your own for the first time, or you want to, whatever it is that you want to experience, or maybe many things that you want to experience, and you've been saving up for it. Now the time is here with the Six of Wands, which is the victory card, and the Judgment, which tells you, maybe you had these opportunities before and you didn't take it, and it's coming back again. All right, and Judgment is also scorpionic energy with Pluto. So you want to go to your inner depths. You want to see what works and what doesn't, which is very beautiful energy. And you're very close, as I said, to achieving your goal. All right, and I said between Leo season, which is end July, August, to Scorpio season, which is end October and November, you are going to see some of this happening, or maybe all of this happening. All right, what is it that you're doing that is actually making you reach this goal sooner? You get the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands is a very passionate king, and the King of Wands has a vision. But the King of Wands is also possibly, they want it in a particular way, they want it their way. And in your case, with the King of Wands in reverse, what's helping you towards achieving this is you are flexible. You are okay with changing your plans, trying one thing before the other, doing things a little differently. If you have thought out that things should happen a certain way and they don't happen, you're ready to embrace the change. All right? You may not right now you are very self-focused. You don't have a vision for a whole lot of people, to take people with you. No, you are just trying to figure yourself out, what you want, your immediate gratification. That is what you're paying attention to. And because you're doing that, you're actually going to be able to fulfill those desires that you've always had within you, which you haven't had the courage up till now to actually go and explore. What is it that you're doing that is keeping you away from reaching your goal? And you get the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You are impatient. You are very impatient, pile number one, because you've made up your mind. You're going to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to do all those things that people told you cannot do. You're going to do all those things you feared doing. You are going to do all your things which you thought that will expose you as not the good boy or the good girl. You want to do all of that. All right, but what is hindering you is you're impatient. Every time you decide you'll do this, you want it to happen yesterday. You're not giving it time. And with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because you're not patient enough, you are actually delaying what you want. So now, especially if you're seeing this reading and you're right here, you know that it's going to happen between August and Scorpio season, all right? And just allow it to take its natural course. You've set an intention and you're very focused on it. But if you give up control, and you're very flexible, which is what's making this happen in a hurry, and that's why it's we are in May. June, July, August. Yes, exactly. Within these 3 months, my readings are all for a period of 3 months. I mean, you can come back to the reading after 3 months if you want a different outcome. But this reading is for a period of 3 months. And within these 3 months, June, July, and August, you are going to actually get this. That's what I'm saying. It's any time between August and November, your wish is going to come true. So if you want it to actually happen in August, you need to let go of this impatient energy that it should happen now. Why isn't this coming? Why isn't this coming? Just relax. It is all going to work out perfectly for you. Be flexible as you have been. Be focused, but let go of the outcome. Let go of the timing. The universe is doing everything for you. They realize that this is very important for you to move forward. They recognize that this is an outcome of your spiritual processes, and now you really want to discover your entire self. And unless you've seen everything, you won't be able to decide for yourself. They agree. They want you to have those experiences, but you need to be patient. All right. What else do you need to know? Pile number 1, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. It's such a beautiful card. Look at the expression. Well, with the 5 of Pentacles here, you feel that all those things that you want to do, this could be another thing, though it's come as what more you need to know. This could also be something that is hindering you. Pile number 1. You may feel that you do not have enough. You may feel that you've got so many dreams, but you don't have the money, the wealth to go about doing these things. And you're being told that it's a mindset. You know, you're very close to achieving or doing everything that you have to do. All right. But you need to work on your I said sacral, so sacral, but your root chakra. You need to work on your dynamic internal voice. What is your relationship with money? You need to work on that. Maybe in the past you've not had money. Maybe you've it was difficult for your parents growing up. It was difficult for you, but now you're in a very comfortable place. But your mind doesn't let you believe that. You keep thinking you don't have enough. On one side you want to be carefree. You want to have all the experiences. You want to indulge in everything. You want to live the life to be able to understand what's good for you and what's not. And just when you are manifesting something into your life, that experience is about to come, then you start wondering, do I have the money for it? Am I being, you feel that maybe you won't have money and that you'll be left out in the cold. So you've got to get past this block of yours, which is an internal, you've conditioned yourself to believe that you will always have limited amount. But you need to work on your root chakra and understand that you are an abundant being in an abundant universe. You need to step out of your comfort zone. It's great to want to have all experiences. Yes, it's always sensible to, like for example, that if you put your hand in the fire, you're going to get burnt. But if you're going to be hell-bent, no, I want to set fire to my clothes to experience fire, that's foolishness. All right. And if it's done in a, if it goes out of control, it could actually burn you. So you got to use your discernment even when you are wanting to step out of your comfort zone, wanting to conquer your fear. Don't be foolhardy about it. All right. There are certain things where generations after generations, that fire will burn. Fire can go out of control in no time. So why would you want to mess with it? All right. Similarly, same thing with substances, with whatever it is. So use your discernment, but definitely go and have all those experiences. And don't worry about the money. Don't worry about falling short. You have enough. You have the ability to generate as much abundance as you want to if you believe in yourself and if you believe in the universe. And that's what you need to do. So stop being impatient. Stop talking yourself out of it, and just come into balance. All right. You are a very spiritual pile. Accept things. There are some things you cannot change. So your past cannot be changed, but you are here and you can make your life exactly the way you want to if you come into balance and just see things for what it is. What's your advice from Spirit? And you get 3 of Cups. Come together with your coven. Yes, and I think that's exactly what you want to do. So this, even Spirit is giving you that confirmation. Yes, do it with a lot of people, and do it. I mean, people whom you connect with, your friends, whom you can rely on, and go ahead and have a good time. All right, and maybe they have some good advice to give you. If there are certain things you want to do with them, but certain things you want to do alone, maybe they can give you an idea of how to go about doing things. All right. So they'll also keep you in check if you tend to go astray. So this is a very good thing, and you need to find balance. That's what I said some time ago, didn't I? Come into balance, follow your intuition, and you will be able to experience everything that you need to experience, everything that you want to experience, which hopefully is not foolhardy, and you will be able to integrate your light and shade, which is what you're doing, which is why you want to go. Now this card just came up as a bonus card for pile number 1 and 2. So I'm going to read it for you, and I'll read it for pile number 2 as well. And it says 17, the resolute. All right, and this says, if you do not resolve to be patient, oh my God, I did not see this. Success may appear to you to always be in the future or in another's power. Oh my God, this is so powerful. I did not see this, any of these cards when I shuffled. All right, this card came out separately, especially for you and pile number 2. So I thought I'll take it. But just look at that. I was saying, what is hindering you is your lack of patience, and you will always feel it's not meant for you when you get impatient. Same with the 5 of Pentacles. All right, it's not in another's power, and it's not going to be so far in the future that you can't achieve it. I told you, between August and Scorpio season, October, November, you're going to get what you want, but do not self-sabotage it by being impatient and by having this attitude with the abundance that you have less or you lack. This lack mindset is going to take things away from you. So check it, and by working on your root chakra, work on your root, sacral and solar plexus chakras, especially your root for you. There are a lot of reds here as well for you to actually sit and work on. What other advice you get? You get the dreamer. The number 45 or 9 could be significant. Look to your day and night dreams for guidance. Keep dreaming, keep envisioning, and give back by helping others realize their dreams. Absolutely, it is because you're dreaming that this is happening. This is what is drawing you closer to what it is that you want. You are being flexible. You can actually bring these ideas into reality, which is why it's coming here. But when it's coming close to you, then either you get impatient or you talk yourself out of it, saying that maybe I won't be able to get the resources to do all this. Maybe I'm just going to fall short of this. So this is what is causing the hindrance. You are dreaming and you're visualizing. You are so enthusiastic about it, which is why it's coming to you. And then you start getting impatient, and then you start talking negatively, so it goes away. Find balance. Accept that whatever happened in the past is something is beyond your your control. It's something that you cannot change. But be patient, trust yourself, trust in the universe, and you definitely are going to get your wish fulfillment. All right. So that is all I have for you. I hope this reading resonated. I'd love to hear from you if it did. If once you've had this experience, I would love to hear from you. So that is all I have for you. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 2. Those of you who've chosen the 10 of Cups from the Ethereal Visions Tarot and this beautiful rose quartz heart, this is your reading. And I feel for you, it's about a love situation. You want your happily ever after with the person of your dreams. You want to have a lovely family with them. And this is your, possibly this is your, emotional fulfillment. Your happily ever after is what you want. So let's take a look. We're going to lay down all the cards. These are your advice cards from the Oracle decks. But first, tarot. So the first card is, what does your emotional fulfillment look like? So this decides whether this reading is for you or not. Then we look at how close are you to achieving it. Then we look at what is it that you're doing which is taking you closer to your goal. What is it that you're doing which is taking you away from your goal or delaying your goal? what else you need to know, and advice from spirit. This is more advice from spirit. You get the warrior. The number 51 or 6 could be significant. You also get the resolute. This card came out twice while I was shuffling, and I put it back, but I made a note about it for both pile number 1 as well as you. So I'm going to keep this for you as well. And then you get patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And you get full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. All right, so let's begin. Let's see what does your emotional fulfillment look like. 9 of Wands. Okay, there is something that you've been after, and for a lot of you it is this. I feel you want your happily ever after with the person of your dreams. There is someone in your life and things are not working out, but your flame is burning for them, and you've been through a lot. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior card. You've just been at it, trying to manifest them, wanting this happily ever after, but something or the other comes in your way and it doesn't happen. But you are so focused on making this happen. All right, how close are you to achieving your goal? And you get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Pile number 2. If your attachment is to a person who has not treated you right, and who's actually walked away from you, it's not because of circumstances, but because that person's actually said whatever. Finally, initially when it started, it may have been something beautiful, but if they've left you high and dry or not treated you right and walked away, and you're still waiting for them, then this is a huge block. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on being independent, being complete in who you are before this comes to you. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you are almost showing codependent tendencies on this happily ever after. And this is why this is being delayed. If you come into this energy wherein you are complete in who you are, and if nobody turns up for you, you're still going to be okay. You're dependent on no one to make you happy. Once you come to this place with the 9 of Pentacles as someone who's extremely independent, they are on top of their game, they're living a complete life, they're financially sound, they're living in luxury, and they're not dependent on anyone. They're just complete in themselves and living their best life. All right, unless you come into this energy, you're going to be blocking this happily ever after, because right now you're so focused on having someone in your life because you feel you can't go the distance alone. And the best part is that you've been fighting like the wounded warrior for that, and you've been doing that alone. So why, instead of coming into the 9 of Wands energy, you need to come into the 9 of Pentacles energy. And when that happens, then your wish fulfillment can happen really fast. Alright, so if you actually withdraw your energy from being focused on one person and bring it onto yourself, living your best life, doing your things, things that make you happy, working on your coin, being financially independent in every way, emotionally happy without this person, once you come into this energy, and if you start your work straight away, when you see this reading, you can actually start seeing shifts in your life as early as Virgo season, all right, which is end August, September. But if you keep focused on them and not focused on yourself, you will be delaying it. But let us see. What is it that you're doing that's getting you closer to your goal? You get the Judgment reverse. This may possibly be a higher order soulmate, maybe. This is something that the universe wants to give you. All right, so it's not something that you have possibly done, or not done, but this is the order of the day. It's not something that you're doing that is making this come back to you, but this is because this is meant to come back into your life. But if you want this happily ever after to stay, you need to come out of this 9 of Wands energy and work on your own self. What is it that you're doing that's hindering this connection? And you get 5, Hierophant. It's possible that as you were growing up, you've been taught certain things in the society, that this is the way it's supposed to be, that after a certain age you've got to get married, and there is this one person who you've given your heart to, and there can be nobody else, and this is the person for you. No matter come hell or high water, you stick with them, or some such thing. All right, and you're stuck with that, and maybe this person you're focused on is actually someone who's not treated you well, but since you've given your heart away to them, you feel this is it and there can be no other. All right, and when you focus on that in this unhealthy fashion, wherein your focus is on them and not on yourself, and not on how you can be the best version of yourself, then you're further delaying this from happening. You can actually get your happily ever after, and maybe with the person you actually want, provided you work on yourself and try and be the best version of yourself, wherein you take care of your needs, you take care of what you're wearing, what you have around you, the fact that you're financially independent, the fact that you can hold your own. Come into that energy, and maybe the same person will come back. But right now, because they are meant to, with the judgment card here, it's a major arcana, maybe they are meant to come back into your life. But your love for them is so strong, possibly you might get them back into your life, but only when you come into this energy wherein you are complete within yourself, and you let go of this belief that no matter how someone treats you, you got to be stuck with them because that's the way it's meant to be. It's not. Anything else you need to know? The Ace of Cups in reverse. Absolutely, this is exactly what I've been saying. Your Ace of Cups is not for the other person. That's why it's come in reverse. You've got to show yourself so much of love, so much of care, making yourself the best version of you, attending to finer details of what you like. If this person was in your life, you might have done everything for this person to make them happy. You've got to do that for yourself now. And you've got to be the best version of yourself. You've got to be your biggest cheerleader. I keep saying it. Sometimes I feel so repetitive when I say this in so many readings, but this is so important, so important. Just look at that. Look at this beautiful dragon. And you've got to pour this love onto yourself. That's why you get the Ace of Cups. And once you do that, everything will work out fine. But you've been neglecting yourself for a very long time, like this wounded warrior, focused on someone else outside yourself. You've got to work on yourself first. With the Resolute card here, you get, if you do not resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear to you to always be in the future or in others' power. And absolutely, you are so focused on this person, not living your best life, and just wondering, when they come, I will do this. When they come, my life will be better. When they come, I will have my wish fulfillment. No. First, work on yourself. Pour that cup of love onto you. And do that patiently. Don't do that, okay, I've done something good for myself. Are they coming here yet? No, they are not. This is meant to happen. You have the Judgment card right in the center of your reading. This situation will come back when you have done the work. I'm sorry to say, pile number 2, you're beautiful people with beautiful hearts for everyone but yourself. And this is what needs to change. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, forget about what you've been taught in the past. If someone doesn't treat you right, they don't deserve to be in your life. And if they have come here to trigger you so that you learn to love yourself. And when you do, the universe might get them back for you. But you cannot stop every step of the way, every one good thing you've done for yourself and wonder whether they're coming back, because then you're not working for yourself, you're again focused on them. You need to bring that focus back onto yourself. Work on yourself, be the best version of who you are, and be doubly patient. When you're patient and when you start working on yourself, trusting yourself and the universe, being complete in who you are, loving who you are, and letting your fears of managing your whole life on your own. You always have this fear that you won't be able to do things on your own. You need somebody. Let this dissolve. Know that you can do everything on your own. Live your best life and happily without compromising. When you come into this energy, and you're genuinely happy within yourself for who you are and what you've made of your life, then this person will come back to you. The universe will get them back to you. But till then, you've got to be focused on yourself, and sincerely so. With 51 here, the warrior, you know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with your greatest enemy, your own fear. Oh my Lord. You know, I have been doing tarot for nearly 4.5 years, maybe 5 years now. And believe me, every time it happens, and it happens with every reading, and I just get goosebumps. I don't see any of your cards when I shuffle. Look at how beautifully it's being played out. You have to stop negative thinking. You have to stop your focus on that person. You have to stop this fear of I'll be left out on my own and I won't be able to manage things. You will manage beautifully, very, very beautifully. All right? And you need to be patient with yourself and pour in lots of love, lot of understanding yourself. You know, if your person was going through a real rough time, how would you talk to them? How would you encourage them? How would you comfort them? Do that for yourself now. And get to your best life on your own without anybody. And then the universe will get you this person. Advice for you from the universe. 6 of Wands. You are kind of a big deal. So start acting like it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just love the way this reading has come out for you. So beautiful. And I think you need to get this message now. If you're still here with me, deep down you know it. And it's time for you to work on your fears. We've just had the full moon in Scorpio. This is such a powerful time for healing, to get past, you know, all those fears which are deep down inside of you. And this person has been the trigger. They've been the catalyst for you to begin this journey. You do it and you are going to be rewarded. All right? If you do it fast, anytime between Virgo season and Scorpio season, you will find things moving in your favor. And if you don't, it's going to just be delayed, because this is going to happen. It has to happen, but it depends on you as to when it's going to happen. And it will happen only when you've done the work on yourself. So that is all I have for you, pile number 2. It's never a pleasure to hear. Be patient and work on yourself. But that is exactly what you need to do. You've got 2 patient cards here. 2 cards tell you to work through your fears and telling you that you are good enough. You are great the way you are. Take your focus away from them, back onto yourself. Pour in a lot of love and get over what you've been taught in the past. All right? There was a reason you were taught certain things. Now this trigger is happening. Teach you something else. Learn from it. Your best life is waiting to happen. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 3. Those of you who've chosen this beautiful 10 of water, 10 of cups from the good tarot and this green aventurine, this is your reading. This is the laughing Buddha. Luck, good fortune, happiness. You know, you've got a beautiful heart, and it's because your heart is in such a beautiful place that you attract like-minded people. Maybe this is what you want. You're waiting to attract like-minded people into your life, and it's coming for you. You know, you find great joy in seeing others happy, and it's all waiting to come back to you because your heart chakra is open and ready to receive. I also had some other messages for you. Just let me see. I made a mention of it. Oh yes, oh yes. All right. Okay. You've got such a big heart, and as I was saying, you give it to a lot of people. You're just so giving. That's how we can describe you. It makes you really happy to see other people happy. So you give and you give and you give. And I have pre-shuffled your tarot and oracle. I have not seen any of these cards. But while I was shuffling, there were 2 cards which wanted to show themselves, and it came out a number of times, because of which I've actually written it down. One was the Eight of Cups, and the other was the Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right, and it led me to believe that pile number 3, you are the kind of people who are so giving that very often in your relationships there's an imbalance wherein you do all the giving and you get nothing in return, and when it upsets you, you keep it to yourself, you don't do anything about it. All right, and this could come from your childhood, it could come from the way things have been in your family. Maybe you've come from a family wherein your parents were very dominant. Maybe there were a lot of fights in the house, possibly, and you used to walk on eggshells trying to please everybody, and somewhere down the line you've been taught that to do things for others is altruism. It could also be people pleasing, but you'd like to say that it may be altruism, that you're such a giving person. Now don't get me wrong, pile number 3. I'm not calling you out to say that what you're doing is wrong, or whatever you've done, or this kind heart that you have is a show. No, it's not. You've got a beautiful heart, and I'm sending you such a big hug. And no one's taking that away from you. But what you need to do, which you've neglected till now, is to love yourself the way you love everybody else. To know that you are as much as God's gift to mankind as the next person. And so you cannot neglect yourself, because that's like saying that this gift of God I don't like. Why would you want to say that? If you're here, you're very worthy. And if you give, you should be open to receive as well. All right, and with this beautiful card here, there's a lot that's waiting to be given to you by the universe. Are you open to receive? So let's take a look. Now, these are your oracle cards, your advice cards from Spirit. I'll lay everything down, but we'll begin with your tarot. So what does wish fulfillment or emotional fulfillment look like to you? How soon is it coming? What is it that you're doing that's making this happen sooner? What is it that you're doing that is hindering it or delaying it from coming to you? What more do you need to know? And advice card from Spirit. We also have the wounded. Number 42 or 6 could be significant. Then you have be humble, first quarter moon in Leo. And then you have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Beautiful. So let us now take a look. What does emotional fulfillment look like to you? Oh my Lord. 3 of Swords. You want your broken heart to be mended. Someone's broken your heart. Oh God. Pile number 3. Sending you such a big hug. All right. This is not easy. Just look at this energy here. For someone with such a big heart, with so much to give, you have been nurturing a broken heart for a very long time. Someone's betrayed you, someone's broken your heart, and your emotional fulfillment is to mend that heart with that person. How close are you to your emotional fulfillment? 8 of Cups. Oh my God, what did I tell you in the beginning? 8 of Cups had come out before, a couple of times before. You are meant to walk away from this situation. This person was meant to break your heart, to teach you certain lessons, not to harden your heart, but to take care of yourself. You are meant to walk away from this situation. How close are you to mending your heart? It depends on when you walk away from this situation. Maybe physically this person's already gone and you are in separation, but you're pining for them, wherein you need to actually walk away from here. If you are in a relationship where someone is betraying you, but you're hoping to stick on so that they mend their ways, you're being told to walk away from here. This has come twice before, which is why I wrote it down, pile number 3. I don't look at your cards when I'm shuffling. Those 2 cards had come from, I don't know from which deck, I don't remember that now, but it had come, which is why I noted it down. 6 of Pentacles in reverse and 8 of Cups twice. And this is because you need to walk away from this situation. So if you're in separation, walk away from them completely. Just do your thing. And if you're in that relationship, work towards walking away from there physically first and then mentally and emotionally. This is not helping you. This emotional fulfillment that you want will happen after you have walked away from this situation. If this is not your reading, choose another pile, but there is no compromise on this in this reading. It's come a number of times here already. What is it that you're doing that is taking you towards your wish fulfillment? You get the Knight of Cups. You've got the most beautiful heart ever. It's ready to forgive. It's ready to offer its cup of love. And so you will get to this place where you heal your heart. The universe sees what a precious soul you are, and the universe wants you to mend your heart. And because you've, despite all this, kept your heart soft, which is why you are going to reach that place where you get your emotional fulfillment. But it may not look like what you are focused on. What is it that you're doing that is taking you away from your wish fulfillment? 9 of Wands in reverse. You're not letting go of this connection. You're not letting go of the pain. You want this to heal. You want this person to come back. You want this person who has treated you so badly, or if you're still with them, you just want to hold on and take on as much as you can from this relationship, all the negativity, so that the things will become okay. And this is what is causing the hindrance in your emotional fulfillment. This person in your life does not value you because you overgive. And you need to walk away physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way away from this person, for this person to even realize your worth and value. And chances are you don't know your worth and value as well, which is why others around you don't know it either. I'm getting this lump in my throat. Just thinking about what you're going through, pile number 3. And it needs to stop. It does need to stop. What more do you need to know? 4 of Cups. There is this beautiful cup waiting to be given to you from the universe. All the happiness, all the goodwill with this Buddha over here. All the happiness in the world is waiting to come to you, all the blessings, but you are stuck on this particular person, this situation which has nothing in it for you. Your advice from Spirit, 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come and do all the work for you. Absolutely. The decision to walk away from here, the decision to understand your worth, the decision to say, I'm not going to hold rancor against you. I don't have any bitterness towards you, but I need to take care of myself. Staying with you does not let me give myself, that respect, that love, that where I am not valued, I refuse to stay. You need to come into this conclusion. No one else is going to do it for you. It's hard work to be able to gather yourself together and walk away. But be honest with yourself, pile number 3. Deep down inside you know that this person's not coming back. And this card which says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And this is what you need to do. Seriously ask yourself this question. Do you really think this person's going to change? Do you think they're going to value you if you keep giving, even when they're ill-treating you? They're not. They have absolutely no value for who you are. Maybe when it started off it was different, but don't cling on to an old memory. Walk away from here. With the Wounded card here, the number 42, with this butterfly here, you need to transform. You've taken enough. Be gentle with yourself and others, because we all have been wounded in some way, and a wound will always cry out to be healed. But while you don't have to hold rancor with who are not responsible for their healing, you can show them love, and the best way to show them love is to walk away from them, because they don't realize what they're doing. Until you walk away, they will never realize it. And by your staying on and encouraging this unhealthy relationship, you are doing great disservice to yourself, you're doing great disservice to them, and you're doing great disservice to all those people who love you, and perhaps to this world, by not giving this world what it needs, your best self. No. You've been humble for a very long time, and you've taken your humility and your modesty to an extreme level, wherein now, you may have been told it's not good to be selfish, it's not good to be self-centered, you should always give, it's not if you think about yourself, you're being immodest. If humble is the way to be, modest is the way to be. But you've taken it to the other end, where there is no confidence left, there's no self-esteem, there's no self-worth left. And you had poured all your heart into one person. You generally are a very precious soul. You love everyone and anyone in whichever way that you can. But this particular person has come into your life for a reason. They were meant to come and break your heart so badly, so that you could finally learn to walk away from it and take care of yourself and understand your worth, your value. The 8 of Cups 3 times, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, zero balance, the 9 of Wands in reverse. You really, really need to be gentle and kind with yourself. Step number 1, if you're with this person physically, walk away. If you're already in separation, or once you walk away, cut ties from them emotionally and mentally. Do what it takes. Meditate, see a counselor, live your best life. Follow your dreams, your childhood dreams, what you had. Just live your best life. Keep your heart soft. Whenever you remember them, whenever you feel this longing for the old times, send them love. Wish them healing, but withdraw your energies from them completely. Don't think about them over, incessantly hoping that things will change. No, it's only when you withdraw your physical body, your mental and emotional body, and your energetic body away from them, that they will realize your worth, and they will realize their folly, and they will begin their healing journey, just as you working on yours. And only then things will change. And once you start this journey, you will find that after a certain period of time, your heart also tends to become hardened, because all this while so much of neglect to yourself, that when you finally have healed and you're coming out of it, you'll feel that your heart is hardened against the whole world. That means your healing has been done to an extent, but it's not fully healed. When you finally keep healing yourself, that heart will become as wonderful as it was before, but with boundaries, knowing your worth. This is precious energy to work on. You are such a precious soul, and with the full moon in Scorpio, which is just over, I've done a reading on that. I'll put that reading below in the description box if you haven't seen it already. But work on yourself, pile number 3. You are so precious. This world wants you. The people who love you, who are outside of this relationship, they want to see you happy. They see what you're going through. Why don't you see it? You really need to walk away from here. Yes, I had also written something else here. Correct. 3rd and 4th. Yes, when you walk away, the other cards that had come off when I was shuffling, and when I got the 8 of Cups, was the Sun and the Empress. When you walk away, you're going to get so much happiness, and you're going to see yourself for the Empress that you are. But you need to walk away, pile number 3. It's going to be difficult because you don't know anything else. But it's not impossible, and the universe is with you, and the universe is telling you it's time. You may take that first step and you'll get all the support that you need, but that step has to come from you. That is all I have for you. Take good care of yourself, and I'm sending you so much love, light, a lot of strength, and a big hug. Bye-bye.